I'm Mima. I'm a grandma and a mom, and I read stories to you. And this book I'm reading is called Jansen and the Joke House Mystery. We're on chapter 2 today. And in chapter 1, we learned that Cam has an Aunt Molly who wants to enter a contest to be funny. And there's a waiter named Kevin, and there are a couple of people there to support Aunt Molly. So let's see what happens in chapter 2. So again, it's Jansen and the Joke House Mystery by David Adler. Chapter 2. I can't eat all these cookies, Eric said to Mr. Jansen and Aunt Molly. You should have some. Mr. Jansen took a cookie. Molly took 2. Now, let's meet the people who will make you laugh, Gary Gold said into the microphone. First, we have Uncle Sid. A man with long curly brown hair and a yellow baseball cap stood up. He held a large cloth bag. What's in the bag? Cam asked. He's a prop comedian, her father answered. What's that? You'll see. Next, meet Granny Janie, a woman wearing a white wig and a large pair of glasses stood. She waved a cane. Eric whispered, That's not her real hair. She's not really old. She's pretending. Now meet Molly Jansen. Aunt Molly stood and waved. She had a cookie in each hand. She's waving oatmeal raisin cookies, someone shouted. Here's a picture of Aunt Molly standing up. Aunt Molly looked at her hands. She saw the cookies and laughed. She took a big bite out of one of the cookies and sat down. She's funny, someone at the next table said. Gary Gold called the names of 3 more comedians. They each stood. Then he called for Uncle Sid to come onto the stage. People applauded. Uncle Sid carried his big cloth bag onto the stage. He opened the bag and looked into it. Then he looked at all the people sitting in the joke house. Do you want to know what's in my bag? Uncle Sid shouted. He held his hand to his ear. What's in the bag? People shouted back. I'm glad you asked, Uncle Sid said. He took a strange cardboard clock from his bag. Here's a picture of that. The 12 numbers were bunched together at the bottom, and the clock had no hands. This is a clock for people who don't care what time it is. Mr. Jansen and a few others laughed. Uncle Sid dropped the clock on the floor of the stage and took out a coffee cup. He showed everyone the large hole in the bottom of the cup. This is for people who don't like coffee. Cam, Eric, Mr. Jansen, and a lot of other people laughed. Even Aunt Molly laughed. Uncle Sid took a large comb from his bag. The teeth of the comb were missing. This comb is for bald people. The laughter got louder. Eric whispered, Why would a bald person need a comb? That's the joke, Mr. Jansen told him. Molly took the tissue from her pocket. She studied the funny answers to her riddles. I really want to win and get on TV, she whispered to Cam's father. What about the silver plate, he asked. Don't you want to win that? Cam looked at the small table at the edge of the stage. The green cloth was still on the table. There was nothing on top of the green cloth. What plate? Cam asked. The silver plate is gone. What? Oh, that's the end of chapter 2. Don't you want to find out what's happened to that plate? I sure do. Okay, we'll come back again and we'll listen to chapter 3. And just remember something. I love you. Yes, I do. Okay, we'll see you in chapter 3. Bye-bye.